Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to completely configure a new disk using the DiskPart command. So if you prefer to use the command line or you have to configure a disk from a command line instead of from Windows, you could definitely use DiskPart to do so. Alright, so we have our disk 0, which is our Windows drive here. Everything's fine there. And then we have this new disk here, disk 1. It's a 100 gigabyte drive and it's offline right now. So here's what we want to do. We want to make the drive online. We want to split it in half and create two partitions or two volumes. One labeled Project 1 and the other one labeled Project 2. So Project 1 will have the letter E assigned. Project 2 will have F assigned. And then after we're done, we want to convert it to a dynamic disk because it'll be basic by default. So of course, you don't want to do this unless you have a reason to use a dynamic disk. But I'm just adding it in there just for demonstration purposes. Then we're going to show you a couple other commands on how to check out your disks and volumes once you're done. All right, so you need to do this from an admin command prompt. So type cmd, run as administrator. All right, type in DiskPart, all one word. And that brings you to the DiskPart prompt. All right, so first we're going to do list disk, which I didn't add to my list here, so let me add that. So this will show you the disks on your computer. All right, so we have disk 0, which is online, which is our Windows drive here. And then disk 1, which is our new drive, which is offline. All right, so we want to select disk 1 since that's the disk we want to work with. So now it's selected. So now we want to bring it online, so we're going to type in online disk. And now the next step for clean is optional. So if it's a brand new drive, you don't have to do this because there's going to be nothing on it. But if you bring it online and you have some leftover partitions or volumes, you could use the clean command just to completely wipe it. So let's just do that anyways. All right, so now we're going to convert it to GPT since that's the newer standard. All right, so now it's a GPT instead of MBR. All right, so now, space here, we're going to create the primary partition with the size of 51,200 megabytes, so that's about 50 gigs there, so half of the 100 gig drive. So I'm going to copy this so I don't have to type it. So right-click paste. All right, so now we're going to format the drive NTFS and give it a label of Project 1, and we're going to do a quick format instead of a long format. All right, so that was quick. Now we're going to assign it drive letter E. All right, you can see you already have the volume ready to go there. All right, so now we're going to just do create primary partition, and we don't need the size because we're going to be using the rest of it. All right, so now we're going to format this NTFS and label it Project 2. All right, and then we're going to give it drive letter F. Okay. All right, so now we're going to convert it to a dynamic disk. Like I said, this is optional depending on your needs. Basic might be just fine. All right, so you can see this does not work. I just wanted to show you this on purpose here because this is Windows 11 Home and it doesn't support dynamic disks. So if you try and run this on Home, you're going to get this error message here. So keep that in mind. All right, so while we're on this disk, we're going to run the detailed disk command here just to see what it looks like. All right, so here's our disk information, NVMe drive, location path. It's not read-only, no hibernation, no page file. Here's our volume 4 and 5, E and F, project 1 and 2, NTFS, 50 gigs each. All right, let's try this here. All right, so here are our volumes, our C drive, D, E, and F. Let's select volume 1. And now let's go detail volume. So it's not read-only, not hidden, no BitLocker encryption, installable, yes, 80 gigs, and then 34 gigs free. So this is the C drive or the Windows drive. So you could get information about the whole disk itself, the entire disk, or just a particular volume. All right, so now that we have this configured here, you can see this automatically refreshed on its own. So we have disk 1 with our project 1E. Then we have project 2, the F drive, with the other 50 gigs. And it's a basic disk because we couldn't convert it to dynamic. And that's all there is to it. So to summarize, you may not need all of these commands. I just wanted to throw them all in there so you're aware of the possible commands. And of course, there are other commands you could use with this part, but these are the main ones you're going to use when configuring a new disk. All right, so I will put all this in the description. Maybe I add some definitions so it makes sense to you, and then you could use the ones you need next time you need to configure a new hard drive. All right, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.